Hey, I feel nervous and a bit vulnerable doing this video, but I'm doing it anyways. This is a sensitive subject that I'm going to talk about today, and I don't plan on editing this video. I just want to do it in one take, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to say, but I have an idea, and I want this to really come from the heart because this is a really important subject matter for me. Where do I begin? First of all, just a little housekeeping. I have a ton of videos coming out and I'm so excited. I've been in a new flow of making videos. I think I recorded 3 yesterday and I finally have a desire to edit again. So stay tuned because there's a lot coming, and this video is about another project that I'm working on off of YouTube. Before I get into that, I want to read something that I found on Instagram that really spoke to me, and the reason being is the subject matter of this video is a lot about appearance. It's a lot about the body, the physical form, what we look like, how other people perceive us, and how we perceive ourselves. And I feel like with this topic, people's knee-jerk reaction tends to be to want to give validating comments to one another. So if somebody says, I don't feel pretty, someone will want to say to them, I think you're pretty, I think you're beautiful. If someone says, I feel insecure about this part of my body, someone may feel compelled to say, you look great, right? I notice this a lot because I've been posting more vulnerable content on my Instagram, and it feels really good to post that because I feel like I am revealing more of my inner self and sharing with people things that I'm working on and feeling vulnerable about. But it's a little bit uncomfortable because I don't want people to feel like they need to validate me or comfort me or reassure me, even though that feels really good. I think in a way, when we validate people on their appearance, we're just feeding back into the loop of this desire to feel validated, this desire to want people to tell us that we look good or reassure us that we're not as unattractive as we might think or flawed as we might think, right? And I know for me, so much of my insecurities come out of that need for validation, that need to feel like other people see me and that I look okay, and that I think that makes it worse. So I want to start off this video by sharing this post from Boss Babe, which is a really good Instagram account, especially for women. And this post is all about non-appearance related compliments. So I just want to read these out loud. If you are going to type something in the comments, I love hearing from you. If you're going to respond to my email newsletters or social media or whatever, it's so wonderful to hear from you. I just want you to know I would love to hear some non-appearance related compliments from you, and I would love to encourage you, to inspire you to use those instead of appearance related comments, right? Because I feel like it's just such a more meaningful thing to hear from people. It's kind of like this idea that's becoming more common for parents to not compliment their kids on how they look all the time, because I think what happens is if we grow up getting all of these compliments, oh, you're so cute, you're so pretty, you look so good, I love your outfit, all on and on and on, it's like we're being conditioned. And I think that's so big on social media and so big on YouTube, right? I know for me, I have a bit of an obsession with hoping that people think that I'm attractive. And just saying that out loud feels really frustrating, I suppose. Because first of all, our appearances change over time, right? The way I look right now has is based on so many things. First of all, it's like, did I put on makeup? No, I'm not wearing any makeup. Did I do my hair? Yeah, I brushed my hair, but that's about it. What shirt am I wearing? What is the lighting like? What angle is the camera? All of those. Plus, my appearance is going to change from day to day. How much sleep did I get? Am I hydrated? Did I put on moisturizer? All of those things. And then my appearance is going to change over time as I get older, right? And there's this whole thing in our culture about age, especially with women. And so the older I get, I found myself starting to feel insecure about getting older, especially on a platform like YouTube and Instagram. And I find myself going on these platforms and comparing myself to younger women and feeling like, are people even gonna care about me anymore because I'm older? And that is just so messed up. It drives me absolutely crazy. It's such a sore spot for me because I know that my value is so much greater than my appearance, and the same is true for you too. So I'm going to be speaking about myself and my own experiences and thoughts about myself, but the purpose is that I hope by sharing these vulnerable thoughts and experiences with you, being really open about this, that it encourages you to think about your own relationship with your appearance. And all right, let me share these non-appearance related compliments, and then I'll talk a bit more about what I want to say today. So number one, you light up the room. I think just telling people how they make you feel. Like if someone tells me I light up the room, that's just like such a great thing, right? Because that means that I matter. Actually, I'm reading a really great book about matter, or in part of the chapter I'm reading right now, they talk about how important it is for us to matter. Whole nother topic there. You have the best laugh, right? Like, you know when you hear someone's laugh and it just hits you in such a great way, sharing that with them brings people so much joy, right? You inspire me. That's always powerful. I love how passionate you are. You make the world a better place by being it. You are one of the bravest people that I know. You make me feel comfortable to be myself. You're an incredible friend. You have a really refreshing perspective. You are so smart. You are truly making a difference. What's great about this list, which by the way, I'll link to down below the post that I found. This is from Jennifer Rowlands. I don't know if I'll find the original post, but I'll at least link to the one that Boss Babe shared on the Instagram. What's great about that list is that there are so many different versions of that. So you could literally just copy and paste those lines and paste them when you're commenting on Instagram and YouTube and wherever else. And you can do your own versions and you can get very specific. And just sharing that with you gets me so excited, because imagine how different things could be if we started complimenting people based on who they are as people, their value, how they matter. Because this whole appearance thing, I think, becomes this big obsession. Social media has amplified it. We can just go online and find all these beautiful people. And there's nothing wrong with noticing somebody's beauty. I notice all the time, right? I'm a straight woman. I'm romantically attracted to men. But man, when I see a beautiful woman, I'm so in awe of her, right? I can just stare at beautiful women and admire them, right? And my aim is to admire them without comparing myself to them. But I have a big tendency to compare myself a lot. So that brings me to what the original purpose of this video is that I've been working on this project called Healthy Balanced Body for years. It started off as a YouTube series, which I'll link to down below, called Healthy Balanced Vegan Body. And that was in 2015, I think I started it. I did about 20 videos. And my aim with that series was to learn effective, healthy ways to lose weight or to get to the ideal place with our body, right? Because weight has been a big struggle with me my entire life. And I just wanted to know, I wanted to kind of find as much information as I could about effective ways to get to the shape that each of us want. Some of us want to lose weight, gain muscle, gain tone. I don't want to make any assumptions about what people want to do with their bodies, but it's very common for people wanting to lose weight, and myself included. I feel like my entire life I've wanted to lose weight. I really don't know if, maybe there was one time in my life where I didn't want to lose weight that I can recall. well, two. Okay, one would be before I started becoming aware of my body, I suppose. I don't remember exactly when that was, probably before I was 10 years old, because I remember when I was 10, that's when I started to really notice my, gosh, it's so hard to even put into words because I'm like trying to go back to where I was as a 10-year-old. I just remember like feeling self-conscious about myself around the age 10. And it just continued from there. It's been ever since. The one other time that I was thinking of was when I was probably at my thinnest, which was in my adult age, that I recall, that I was aware of. I had done the 80-10-10 diet, so high carb, low fat, and raw. And I was doing that for just a few months, and my body just really responded well to it. But at that time, whatever was going on with my body in 2011, it was like between 2010 to 2012. I look back on photos, and there's actually videos. There's this road trip I did with my sister that you may have seen. And I look back and I think, whoa, I was really thin. And I think that I was satisfied with my body at that point. My point being that that might be the only time since I was 10 years old that I felt like I was thin enough. So anyways, I started this project, Healthy Balanced Vegan Body, because I really wanted to learn what was going on for me on both an emotional and physical level. Is that I have had an eating disorder. I had an eating disorder when I was in college and my last few years of high school. And while I don't do the actions that were associated with that eating disorder, I don't think that the mentality of that eating disorder has ever been fully recovered from, right? So I don't go to the extremes that I did at that period of my life, but I think that maybe there's body dysmorphia, or there's just something really, I don't even know if it's off, because as I said from the beginning, it's possible that most people are experiencing these same thoughts that I have, and maybe I am a little bit more on the extreme spectrum. But I think that so many people are going through this, and that's really what I want. My point of this is that my newest project is helping people overcome these mental and physical challenges that we have with our bodies. So I'm working on a brand new book, and it's linked to in the description field. I've opened it up to pre-orders, and I've also been developing some sort of a program or membership component to that, which I'm still working on. Both I'm still working on, but the book makes more sense. It's like, okay, this is gonna be a book about figuring out how we can find more balance in our life in a healthy way, and healthy meaning physically healthy and mentally healthy. So the book is open to pre-orders, and I would love your support there, because the more people that support it, the more encouraged I feel and the more work that I'm putting into it. I've been wanting to do this project for almost 4 years, and I keep delaying it. I keep putting it off because I'm someone that really thrives on accountability. So if you pre-order this, you are being my ultimate accountability partner, and I'm trying to build in all sorts of bonuses and perks and value adds for you in addition to getting the book. And one of the biggest ones is that I want to create a way for me to send you parts of the book as I'm working on it, so that you don't have to wait for it to come out. And then in terms of the program I've been working on, I wanted to have some sort of a community element and a more educational, supportive environment above and beyond the book. And I'm still working out exactly how that's gonna be. Right now I've called it a program. I've been toying with the idea club, but I'm not sure that's quite the right word. So I'm still working on that, but you can join it and be part of the developmental stage of that. And so I felt like I just needed to explain it more because I'm still looking for the words in terms of the writing, but this video is really designed to convey the heart and the messaging and let you know that I don't have it all figured out yet, but I really want to figure it out because of how much I've struggled with my body and my mind in relation to my body. And I know that so many of you out there have as well. So really the pre-order and the early participation in this program allows me to get to know how I can support you and what you're going through and what you want to learn and what can I do differently and how can we support each other. So that's that. I'm gonna wrap this up because my camera only allows me to record for another minute or so before it shuts off. So thank you so much for watching. That's just the beginning of this. I just wanted to get something out there and start sharing what I'm working on and why it's important to me and how I really have this huge goal of supporting anyone that struggled with the same things that I've struggled with and I'm still working on. There's a lot in the works. So the link is down below. Go check it out. If you have any questions, email me or comment below. I want to help find the best way to express what it is I'm trying to create and shape it into something that's incredibly valuable to you. Thank you so much. I will see you very soon, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye.